All right. So we can say a lot of different things about Steve Bannon, former Breitbart propagandist, former Trump advisor. We can say he's an immoral person. We can say he's a disgusting individual. We can say his politics are all wrong. And all of those things would be true. But Steve Bannon is not a stupid guy when it just comes to basic, fundamental statements about how elections work, for example. And that's why I'm not fully getting why Steve Bannon is continuing to say that any day now Donald Trump is going to be back in the White House. And in fact, on his recent program, The War Room on Real America's Voice, Steve Bannon said Trump's going to be back in 2022 or maybe even before. Now, of course, Donald Trump is not going to be back as president in 2022 or maybe even before. And I know that Steve Bannon knows that. So why is he saying it? Let's consider that as we watch this clip. Take a look at this.
The quiet part out loud today, the anxiety, the hangry, the pearl clutching is the Democratic Party's fear of the return of Trump. That's what all these committees are. That's what they're trying to do. That's what this, oh, the Justice Department's this, the Senate that, Dick Durbin's got the long face. The return of Trump. And it ain't going to be in 2024. It's going to be in 2022 or maybe before as we start the decertification process out in Arizona. Let the American people.
There is no such process. Okay. Now, I know Steve Bannon doesn't believe that. There's no way we can make a lot of criticisms of him, but he doesn't believe that. So is this the same as when Steve Scalise won't answer when Chris Wallace asks him again and again and again, was the election stolen from Trump? And Steve Scalise answers every question other than the one that's actually being asked. Is it Steve Bannon signaling? I don't know, because Steve Bannon doesn't need Trump's support to be reelected, for example. Steve Bannon is not in the same position. So why is Steve Bannon saying this? Now, as far as the facts, remember that there's no mechanism that makes this possible. There's no, the line of succession is Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi. No one is doubting, I mean, maybe they are, but it's not part of the story that Nancy Pelosi's election in 2020 was also fraudulent. Nancy Pelosi is duly elected. So if by some unknown means that we don't even know, you get the presidential election thrown out, Nancy Pelosi becomes president. It's not Donald Trump. The Supreme Court will not be reinstating Donald Trump. No one will be reinstating Donald Trump. I know Steve Bannon knows this. Horrible person, but he's not this stupid. So why is he saying it? Maybe he wants clicks, and this gets him clicks. I don't know. Maybe it's a signal to people to prepare for another violent coup attempt. Neither is a great scenario. I think the coup is worse from those two options. Simply trying to monetize a dumb audience is one thing, but trying to weaponize that audience into attempting another riot, I think is far worse. Quite frankly, it's not like there have really been major consequences, at least yet, for the rioters. So why wouldn't you go for another coup attempt if Steve Bannon tells you that maybe it'll work? Also on decertifying Arizona, whenever you run out of ideas or your ideas are totally rejected by reality, what they do is they come up with a new word that people don't yet know much about, so they think maybe that could happen. The new word is decertification of Arizona. Will never happen. It's not a thing. And remember that even if it did, even if decertifying the Arizona results of the 2020 election in what is almost 2022 now, even if they came up with a way to do it, flipping Arizona from Trump to Biden doesn't change who won in 2020 anyway. Arizona's 11 electoral votes. Joe Biden had 306. You need 270 to win. Without Arizona, Biden still has 295. So it's a layer of nonsense upon layer of nonsense, and people fall for it. And whether the point is money or it's to prepare people to get violent again the next time that this doesn't happen, or it's because Steve Bannon believes he has to do this because it'll help him in some way curry favor with Donald Trump, which maybe he still needs for some reason. I don't know. Whatever the reason, people fall for this stuff. And it's extraordinarily dangerous, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. Science has shown us that lowering your body temperature at night helps you sleep. I can't sleep in a hot room. That's why I love our sponsor, Chili Sleep, which makes customizable, climate-controlled sleep solutions to sleep better. Their flagship products are the Uller sleep system and the Cube sleep system, which is what I have. Both are hydro-powered, temperature-controlled luxury mattress pads. You can make them as cold as 55 degrees Fahrenheit. If you wanted, you could go as hot as 115 degrees. I like the cooler option. I keep mine at 60 degrees, and it gives me a great cool night of sleep. No feeling hot, no more sweating. I'm falling asleep faster, and it pairs perfectly with Chili Sleep's weighted Chili Blanket, which keeps you cold on top, too. They'll give you 20% off everything when you go to chilisleep.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.